Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Been a long time since I've done a video, but hey, once these new consoles come out, hey, you gotta be doing stuff. So let's do a quick unboxing, just see what this console is. I'm sure there's lots of videos out there, but this one is mine. So yeah, got this one at Best Buy. Waited in line. I was actually the last person in line, but there was actually quite a bit of consoles. I'll actually show a picture, and there's quite a bit of consoles. So if you're trying to get a console, Best Buy actually might have quite a bit of stock, and if Best Buy had stock, I'm guessing that all the other ones will as well. So I think people have a pretty good chance in person. I think online, a lot of people are doing the online with the pre-orders, like Target. Some people are getting delivery dates of like June 11th, which is really far. So I'm just gonna take this apart, open it up, hit the camera, and there it is. You got Joy-Cons. This is a lot simpler, at least looks like, or what I remember, than the other Switch, the regular and the OLED. It's a nice beefy boy. So got the console, we got the blue Joy-Con, we got the orange, and it looks like this round Nintendo's only doing these colors. Maybe they'll do some later. I honestly doubt it, because it brings the cost down, or keeps the cost down. So I think that's all we're gonna get. We got some safety information. We got an HDMI cord. We got these two bumpers. I will probably never use those. So it's like layered. And under that, controller holder, the Joy-Cons, put that off to the side. It's pretty nice. They got the colors. So since they have these colors, I'm pretty much gonna guess that Nintendo is never going to be changing the Joy-Cons, because this is here and it comes with the console, so they're probably not gonna have other colors. This looks to be the charger. Pretty awesome, because the other chargers, they were just a single cable and you can do anything with it. This is a USB-C, if you can see that. So that means you'll be able to use it with other chargers as well. Like you could charge other things with it, which you could before. Out of curiosity, let's see what kind of charging we've got. Up to 20 volts, and it's 60 watts. So that's pretty good. We'll see how it charges stuff, but got the USB-C for that. And then we got the dock. Honestly, I think they packaged this very well. The Switch OLED, I have a box for that, but the Switch OLED box, I believe, is actually bigger than this. The dimensions may be a little different, so the volume might be the same. But yeah, I think they did really good on the packaging. Here's our dock. So it's got the Nintendo Switch 2 on it. The inside of this is actually it's not soft, but it's like grippy. So it's probably like a softer material. I don't know, but once you put your fingers on it, it doesn't slide as like smooth as the outside. They do have like some other stuff on here, some more grippy stuff. But yeah, that's the dock. And then I believe this comes off for all the stuff in the back, so it just has just a nice look. HDMI, USB-C, and LAN, your Ethernet port. if you are a hardwired person. And that is pretty much the unboxing, keeping it short, simple. I did just want to for a moment show the difference in size. This is the Switch OLED, which is bigger than the regular Switch, and this is the new Switch 2. And that's you got quite a bit of screen difference. Like, it almost fits in that screen. This thing, I went to go wipe it and it smeared and smudged. Then I went to go wipe with my shirt and it like took a bunch of the lint off. So it looks like this thing is a dust magnet. I could see why Best Buy was selling a lot of screen protectors. I'll probably just get a third-party one whenever they come out. But yeah, it's good weight. Yeah, I'd say it's good weight. The Joy-Cons and everything, it feels good in the hand. I obviously got bigger hands, so it feels good in my hands. Everything feels good, looks nice. I like the black, all black. Of course, if you want to see more content, I'm going to be posting some content on this stuff. Not your typical gameplay or anything like that, but you know, we like to do some modding around here. We like to make custom stuff. So you want to see cool accessories getting made, like I'm making the stand. Obviously, this is currently green just for testing because I didn't have the right colored filament, but I have like an orange plastic that I'll be making. Like half of this will be orange, the other half will be blue. The blue is coming in later today. And yeah, it'll be a little stand that I can just rest the Switch on for when I'm not using it, make it look cool. It'll just match the Joy-Con colors. So I'm pretty excited about this. My next video, I'm actually going to see, is it possible to back up a Nintendo Switch 2 game? How are we going to do that? With the MIG switch. The MIG flash, actually. So this is a cartridge dumper. We're going to see if it's possible. I opted for just the regular console with the physical game. It's more expensive, but literally doing it just for this video. And it'll be interesting to see if we can find out. If, like always, if you do want to have a modded console in the future, your best bet is to get a console and have it sit there from day one. Now, this will mean that you have to get a second console, but that is what happens. Typically what happens is you have the first version of your consoles are the first versions, and the lowest firmware or software possible are the ones that always get exploited first. This has happened with the PS5. This is what happened with the regular Switch. The original Switch was like that. Then they came out with other units, which they patched hardware-wise, so you couldn't do the RCM mod. And so over time, Nintendo will patch whatever people come out with. And so if you want a mod, you're going to have to find a console. And we're still early enough in the cycle. I mean, it just came out. And put it aside and just leave it until something comes out. Now, if you can't afford that, then it's that risk you take, you know. You got to wait even longer if something does come out. Just look at the PS5 hacking scene, and you will see that a lot of people, they updated because they wanted to play. And so over time, they just have to wait longer until the mod does reach their firmware level, if ever. So that's what I got for you guys. Please like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.